next game, we're going to talk about Texans at Indianapolis. This is a key AFC South divisional game. I think Texans get up in the coach earlier this year. Aaron Foster ran for over 200 yards, and I think today was a game where the Texans need to make a statement saying we are here to stay in this division. But the coach instead made a statement said this is still our division. It's still Indianapolis division. As far as pick 35 out of 42 picked Indy, so this game really wasn't a key game. The thing that stood out to me in this game, the Texans for some reason came out throwing. They came out throwing the first quarter instead of sticking to their strengths or sticking to the coach's weaknesses, what they did the first game, and they got behind early. And you get behind the coach, you can forget about it.
Yeah.
Anybody else check out this game?
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much the theme of the game. They started off throwing instead of running with the leading rusher in the NFL.
Not anymore.
/ AFC. That's just baffles my mind as a Wade Phillips move.
Yeah.
The other thing that stood out in this game to me too is the coach. When they did when Texas did run the ball, they did. I'm saying they weren't great against the run, but a lot. They seemed to, since that first game they've been a lot more stout against the run, and also they got a little bit of running game themselves this game for the first time in a while. My boy Mike Hart actually stepped up for him.
Yeah, he did. He had a decent game. Yeah.
So does this make Indianapolis? So is this still Indianapolis division to win? I know that right now they're tied with the Texans, not the Texans,
Titans.
Titans, but is Indianapolis still the team to beat in this division?
Yeah, they're the defending champs, and this is probably the toughest division in the NFL. But it's like even though Jacksonville is mediocre and Texans, the Titans
mediocre this week.
Yeah, the Titans got Titans got Randy Moss now with
the most overrated team in history.
Yeah, the Colts are still the team to beat. Yeah.
All right, the other key game involving picks was Denver at San Fran. This was the median game. It was split right down the middle, 21 out of 42. On this one, San Fran winning this one, 24-16.
Boy, Troy Smith.
Also skip that. But question for you, Lawrence, is he going to be the starter from now on?
Hell yeah. Better than anything else we got right now.
All right. Let's talk about some other notes around the league. We want to talk about the Randy Moss situation. I don't understand why the Vikings signed him, then cut him, and pretty much threw away a third-round pick. They knew what they were getting when they got Randy Moss. Is this just another move showing children just incompetence? What's the situation here? Because even the owner was upset with Childress after he let him go. And we all heard about the story how Randy Moss pretty much embarrassed some food vendor that was servicing the team, and that was another issue. But that wasn't the reason why they cut him. I mean, people have done way worse things than that and not got cut for teams. I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that.
I think Moss is irritated Brad Childress.
Pretty much.
Whether it was that and other things in the press conference, I think just took him over the edge and just
icing on the cake.
He's gone.
Yeah, I think he just want to have like it's already bad enough. He's going through a little tiff with Brett Favre, and then it's like you got another star player in Randy Moss, coming at him. So I think he had to take. I guess in his mind, he took out the lesser of two evils or whatever. And
I think he kind of did this. It was kind of a slick move on his part. Kind of took the pressure off of him by getting rid of him because all the stuff that was going on. Because I think he was on the hot seat even more before that. I think his job is in jeopardy.
Yep.
The other thing is you said Randy Moss is a star player. Is he still a star player? I mean, he hasn't produced big numbers this year.
Well, it's just everything just revolves around the potential, because he's still a deep threat, and he shows that he can. And that's the problem with him. It's like when he's motivated, I mean, he could be the man, but I mean that's the key. It's just a head issue.
He's not good at Carter. Chris Carter pointed out something that Randy Moss isn't great against double teams. And, he made that point. They showed clips of him, when he was with the Vikings, earlier in his career. and he doesn't do well against double teams. And
plus,
yeah, we knew that.
I mean, but
certain
certain receivers can still get their catches even with double teams, and he's never been that great at it. And plus, it doesn't help. You know, the fact that he tends to give up on plays as well. So that doesn't help.
He's never a complete receiver.
How will he help the Titans?
Just draw. I mean, he helps us by drawing 2 or 3 defenders on the other side of the field. He's going to help Kenny Britt. He's going to help Bo Skates.
Kenny Britt's out. That's why they signed him. Kenny Britt's out for indefinitely.
Okay, well, I guess if he comes back, he'll help him. He'll help the other receivers. He'll help Chris Johnson. You know, teams won't be able to have to put 8 people in the box. I think it'll open things up for him as well. So,
how will he fit with Vince Young? I mean, can Vince Young throw the deep ball? Because Vince Young is more of a dink and dunk quarterback. Mm-hmm. Even though I saw a stat the other day that he has the highest completion percentage of passes over 30 yards, which was that was a stat that surprised me. But and right now he's leading the NFL in passing rate too. That surprised me as well.
I didn't know that either.
Well, you know, I think everything will work out fine because I think Randy Moss realizes this is his last chance.
No, I think Jeff Fisher is the type of coach that can handle a person. He's a strong coach. He's not, he's not Wade Phillips type or Turner type.
Yeah. And they know they don't need him. I mean they can cut him and they'll still be fine.
Yeah, good enough. You got Chris Johnson.
Well, the other thing, if you keep him for the rest of the year and then don't re-sign him, don't you get that draft exception for him? I was hearing that people would get. I remember hearing somebody talking about that. They get that because he would be
restricted.
Free agent, and they would get a
first round pick.
Almost first round pick.
Maybe second or third, maybe.
No, it's a compensatory pick. I think it might have been a third. I'm not sure what it was, but but I know that's another reason to keep it for the rest of the year. All right, the other situation that happened was the Donovan McNabb situation. This one I still don't understand. In 2 minutes left in the game, not the Eagles, the Redskins were down. They were down by 1 score.
Right.
Shanahan decides to bench McNabb for Rex Grossman.
I think I think the situation was McNabb disagreed with a lot of the things Shanahan was running. Well, I mean, Mike Shanahan's son is the offensive coordinator, so he had some issues with Shanahan's son, and I guess he wasn't willing to put the full effort in their schemes because he didn't agree with them. So Shanahan put somebody in that would, and he put in Rex Grossman. It was more of a philosophical thing other than just.
So my question is, if that is true, that does make a little bit more sense. But Shanahan lied to the media saying that he felt Rex Grossman could handle the 2-minute offense better than that.
You gotta say. I mean, you gotta say something. I mean,
so then he came, and everybody knew he was lying when he said that. So we come back the next day and said, "Oh, McNabb had cardiovascular issues. He wasn't in shape to run 2-minute offense." Now, you've been out there the whole game. You've been telling me all sudden now about 2 minutes. Tired.
He might have had issues with he might have been kind of tired, but I think the only thing that makes sense to me is he probably was disagreeing with the play calls.
That makes sense to me too. Okay, and then Shanahan's son came out later in the week said, "Well, we told him earlier this week because he missed some reps because he had a bad hamstring that that he has a chance he might get taken out too." I mean, but my thing is, players want to be straightforward with them. I'm not sure what's going on behind closed doors, but if you heard some of McNabb's interviews, he's been kind of sarcastic. You know how he is. Not really saying anything but being sarcastic. Let me thinking that they didn't tell him that. And I mean, you know how I feel about Mike Shanahan. I think he's one of the most overrated coaches ever. If you think about it, he hasn't won jack since John Elway's been gone. Has he even won a playoff game since Elway?
I can't remember.
I don't think he has. I don't think he's even won a playoff game all in Elway.
I know he's been in the playoffs, but
he's been in the playoffs, but I don't think they've won.
I don't think they have, because
and everybody seems to, crown him as such a great coach, but what has he done?
All I know is if I was a Bronco fan, I'd still rather have him than Josh McDaniels.
Well, that's true, but I think he gets too much credit as being a great coach, and he's not even, the Albert Haynesworth situation I don't think he handled that well. I mean, I kind of agree with him somewhat in that situation, but I don't think he had to take it that far.
Yeah, he didn't have to do it. Yeah.
You know, I would have. Like, you can't pass a damn conditioning test. You don't deserve to be out there.
But he made the conditioning test 3 times harder than it is for anybody else on purpose.
Well, all I know is this: if Mike Golick can pass it and you can't pass it, it's a problem.
But that wasn't the same test that he took. Golick took the normal conditioning test that most NFL players take. They gave Haynesworth one different than the normal one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. But
yeah, they gave him something totally.
Thing.
No, they gave him something different than everybody else.
Oh, if that's the case, then he took it too far. Then, if it was the same thing, I'd have a problem.
He's just a stubborn old man.
All right, well.